I would like to share a Pesach teaching from my brother, Rabbi Mordechai Shifman. During the Seder, the head of the household breaks the middle matzah into two during Yachatz, the fourth section in the order of the Seder. He puts the smaller part back between the two whole matzot and wraps the larger part for later use as the Afikomen. This eating of the Afikomen is meant to substitute for the eating the Pesach sacrifice. Our sages teach us that breaking the matzah and hiding it is a way to keep our children engaged at the Seder. They will stay awake and be enthusiastic as they search for the peace and receive their prize. It raises a question as to why we break the matzah, which is supposed to symbolize the Paschal offering. The offering was supposed to be unblemished and intact, and we are actually breaking the matzah, which would seem to be counterintuitive. The answer is that the Paschal offering was more than a mitzvah and fulfilling God's commandment. It was a way to affirm our identity as a citizen of Israel and as a servant of God. Since sacrifices have been abolished, the matzah we break represents a reflection that we are in exile and our relationship with God and one another is fractured, like this piece of matzah. Since our holy temples were destroyed, the ability to perform many of the commandments have been nullified. Our sages enacted substitutions in their stead, thus the breaking of the matzah. Just as this piece of matzah is broken, we have to make it whole by doing more to connect with God and one another. This is very critical to teach our children that we need to elevate ourselves and become closer to God. The net result will be that we will become closer to each other and live in harmony. The commentator, the Svat Emet, teaches us that the larger part of the matzah, the Afikomen, is also called tzafun, the hidden part, which alludes to the idea that the Egyptian exodus was only the beginning of the redemptive process. But the ultimate redemption is hidden away until the time when all parts of human existence will fall into place and God's scheme for the universe will be apparent to all. Every Pesach that we celebrate is a small installment towards the great prize of the divine redemption that we will enjoy at the end of days with the coming of the Messiah. We are living in unprecedented times. We are all in this together and trying to stay as safe as possible. Our synagogues, schools, and homes are closed to everyone. The norm no longer exists, and we can only hope it will return at some point. All of these restrictions have forced us to come to the realization that we are not in charge. The timeout that we are in should give us an appreciation for all the blessings we had prior to this terrible plague. Let us pray that in the near future there will be a cure, allowing everyone to be together and celebrate all of God's wonderful blessings. May we all have a robust Seder next year where we can enjoy them again with friends and family. Have a meaningful and joyous Pesach.